Okay, guys. Good morning, coaches. All right, so first team call of September, September 3rd. So I can't believe it's already September. Like next month starts all our holiday stuff. It's crazy. So keep that in mind when you are talking to people, getting them ready for the holidays. That way they can eat and enjoy guilt-free. But I wanted to give a couple shout outs. I did have some slides done, but I didn't put everything together because I figured we would have some challenges. That must be Lucy Lou trying to talk to me.
No, it's my baby.
Oh, Natalie's baby usually always tries, oh my God, your baby is so cute. Natalie's baby, Lucy, always tries to talk when she hears us talking on the call. She wants to be involved on the call. I love seeing the babies on the call. So we had amazing, you know what? I'm just going to find a slide because I just need to show you guys the awesome work. Can everybody see my screen?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so let me go to where I would have the slides because I just have to show you guys how awesome. I'm so proud of this team. Everybody on the team was working hard. They had set goals the month prior for August. Everybody was working really, really hard to meet those goals. So I just have to show you. And we'll welcome new coaches, which I know Whitney, when did you sign up as a coach?
Why or when?
When?
I think, I don't know, like a couple weeks ago.
That's what I was going to say. It's only been a couple weeks, right? Yeah. So Whitney's a new coach. Denise is also a new coach. Denise was a coach on our team, and me and Denise have known each other since high school. And then we've been talking for a while for her to come back. So she came back to us. So, and this time she really wants to build her business. So I want to welcome all the new coaches and thank you for getting on the call. I know Saturday mornings are tough, but I switched the calls to Saturday mornings because I believe that the weekends is where you're going to get a lot more people to communicate with you and things like that. And I know a lot of times when I was just starting out, the team calls and things like that would really pump me up and want me to, get working and get going. And I do my power hour even on the weekends. And I find that when I do message people, I get the most feedback on the weekends. They answer more on the weekends. But I wanted to show you guys, like, how awesome is this slide that I make for the call. Look at all the Success Club points on the board. If I remember correctly, I believe we changed, I have a picture, see if I still have it on my iPad here, because I posted about it. Gosh, I don't remember how many lives we changed. Tons of lives, because if you look at all these numbers, look at all these Success Club points. I want to say it amazes me. It just absolutely amazes me, the hard work that the Get Fit crew did last month. So my question to all of you, and I need to give a shout out. We had Heather Vance that hit Success Club last month. Alex hit Success Club last month. So that's awesome that you guys set the goal to hit it and you hit it. So you just need to keep setting that goal each month and we can talk about that. We can actually set some goals together today on this call. And then that way everybody has their goals out. I can write everybody's goals down and I can help hold you guys accountable to those goals. I know Natalie had already told me her goals. So I have hers. I know she wants to hit Success Club 10. She wants to get herself Diamond this month. She wants to finish her book. So she's got a lot of goals set out. I don't know if you guys saw the post that I put in the team page. It was awesome. Jen Greenberg had posted that in a different group, and I loved the questions to help you guys think about what your goals might be. I know Denise and I spoke. I know she wants to get herself Emerald this week. She didn't even give it for the month. She said, there's no reason why I can't get Emerald this week. So I know that that's a goal that she set. Did anybody else want to share their goals with the team?
I don't really understand it all yet.
And I would say for you, your goal would be to go into the Coach Basics Academy that is starting on the 12th and to finish those 15 days.
Absolutely.
in that would be your goal for this month, is to do that academy and then do your call with Natalie, correct? Natalie is your upline. Do your call with Natalie to where she can answer any of your questions from the academy. And then you and her from there can set your goals, because you'll have a little bit more understanding. The first academy that I do is teaching you all about the back office, explaining what a lot of the verbiage that you hear, Success Club, PV, right, explaining all of those things for the new coaches, so you understand what we're talking about.
Tanya, is that something that I can join?
I put you in it. You're in there.
Perfect.
It's the one that says Coach Basics Beginners.
Yeah.
I put you in it when I open the group.
Okay.
But I can double check too.
I thought so, but yeah, I wanted to just double check.
Mm-hmm. So, I want to do one thing.
12th, right?
Yes, well, it'll start on the 12th and it's for 15 days.
Okay, perfect.
And in there, I explain everything. I mean, I go through the tabs of the back office so you guys can understand where to find things. I explain what the different ranks of a coach are, what the benefits of the different ranks and things like that. So, okay. And I think I'm going to do something a little bit different at the end of this one. After day 15, I think I'll do like a quick little live chat, or I can even do a Zoom, whatever everybody in that group feels. So I will ask that question before the group starts at the end, to where we can all do like a quick little chat. Like I said, whether it's through live or through something like this, to where, we could talk a little bit more. And then you guys can let me know when you have your first call with your coach. I know Lonnie won't be able to stay on the whole call, and I don't know how long the call is going to last. So if everybody can get in the camera, we could take a quick picture now. So anyone that wants to utilize the picture for posting purposes or anything like that, you'll be able to use it.
Here, I wonder if I can get the mountains in the background.
Oh, that would be awesome. Well, you could at least show being on vacation.
Oh, look, there you go.
There you go. Oh, that's a good. All right, everybody smile. Did everybody get it that needs it?
I was holding my phone, so somebody sent it to me.
Okay.
Yeah, I still haven't figured out how to do it, so if someone could send it to me, that would be great.
I will. I'll post it in the in our team page, and then you guys can take it from there. I just did a screenshot. I'll crop it and I'll stick it in there so you don't have all the background stuff. I wanted to do that just in case, Lonnie, because I know you have to hop off.
Yeah. The kids are eating and getting dressed, so
okay, good.
How long that will take.
So is there anybody on this call that is struggling with anything right now, or might be having an issue with something? What, Denise?
So what I have found, the one you and I have talked about this already, is wow, how expensive it is. And to be honest with you, I don't think it's that expensive when I put in perspective. Like my husband and I sat down last night, and it was the first time that we had our family finance meeting that we realized that by me not going to Dunkin' Donuts or Starbucks in the morning for coffee and a protein box or whatever, I was saving an average of $11 a day. So what I did was, and I'm not even sure if this is the correct thing to do, is I sent her an email late last night saying, if you stop at Dunkin' Donuts or you stop at Starbucks and you spend an average of $6 to $10, you're still saving at $4 a day. And the response I got was, I really have to think about it because it's a commitment. And that to me was a little discouraging, Right. We've all seen the benefits of it, and yet they just look at the big ticket price, I guess, is the best way to say it. I'm not even sure.
Money objection is the biggest objection you will face the whole time being a coach. They will always say the health, but actually is what helped me with a lot of the people that had money objections.
I told her about that last night. And I even said to her, I have no problem you coming over and getting a couple scoops until you get your product.
Right. And so she can post her shakes.
Right. Now, the other one that I spoke to you about, she is coming on Sunday. Hopefully we'll get her signed up then. And I'm going to give her a couple of scoops. I'm just going to order an extra bag in the next couple of days because I'm sure I'm going to run out by giving everybody samples.
Right.
But I wanted her to really get on the health bed, especially she's a single mom. You know what I mean? Get her started so she has a chance as well.
That's perfect. And what you did and said to her was perfect, because I mean, you were sharing, like, I totally understand how you feel. I felt the same way. And then when I sat down and actually looked at stuff, you know, realized, hey, you know, I'm saving money, because it was the same for me. I would eat out every day at the office.
Now with nothing, my husband's like, you have, hold on 1 second. Sorry. Okay, baby. That was Dylan. Mm-hmm. He wants the floss. Mom doesn't have a problem with that.
Yeah.
Go ahead, baby. So for me, it was kind of like, you know, like that was another thing my husband said. My husband's like, I noticed there was no, you know, for lunch, I'm very picky. So I'll go to like Crispers and get a salad. He's like, there was no Crispers this week. There was no, you know, there's a TGI Fridays by my work, and I'll just get a house salad. He's like, wait a minute. And I'm like, because I brought my food.
Right.
You know?
Right. You're following your plan. You were doing the 3-day refresh, you know, now you're doing the 21-day fix. Mm-hmm.
And that's what I've been doing. So
it does save you. And a lot of times at the beginning, I wasn't as blunt as I am now with some people, because I was too afraid to be. And you have to pick and choose who you can actually be blunt with. But sometimes I will say, you know, yeah, it seems to some people that it's pricey, you know, because you're buying it a month at a time. But you're getting, like, especially if they're getting a challenge pack, you're getting the meal plan, you're getting your portion control containers, you're getting a calendar to follow. So you basically have a trainer in your house. That's no monthly gym. You're getting a month's supply of your daily dense nutrition. You're getting all of that for like $5 a day. Yeah. You know, if I had to put a price on my health, $5 a day is totally worth it. So I'm, you know, what's going to happen when you get really sick and you end up in the hospital and you have to pay thousands of dollars because your insurance only covers a quarter of it?
That was the thing, that one of the things, and that's why I really like the one girl that's coming on Sunday, tomorrow. My mom actually said to her, my mom's like, you know, Denise, when she makes her shake, I'm going to actually sign my mom up in the next couple of days. Excuse me 1 second. Okay. Can you make this into a wrestle? Yeah. Just give me a second, baby. Sorry, guys.
It's okay. We're all mamas.
You know, I said to her, my mom's been doing it for a month just because my aunt thought she was smart and bought it on eBay and bought my mom an extra bag. What I didn't like, and I told my mom that I didn't like, was that the bag expires next month.
Right.
So she spent $110 and it, you know, granted,
she has to make sure she drinks it all for the whole month.
Right, and she is, because I make it for her every morning. Here you go, sweetheart. But my mom went to the doctors, and for the first time, they took her off of metformin in 4 years.
That is awesome.
Which, if you don't know what it is, it's diabetic medication. So my mom was with me when I was telling Jeannie to come on Sunday. My mom's like, no, you don't understand. I've been taking off my diabetic medication. They're talking about taking off my blood pressure medication. And she's like,
just because she's been drinking that every day. And that's all she changed, was drinking that.
Yeah, that's it. And she still walks every day.
Mm-hmm. Something I started doing that's really been helping. I had a friend of mine. I have known her since I lived up in Palm Beach. And this is something new that I kind of just started doing. I decided to take my bag of Shakeology and like look at the ingredients. And if there's one that I'm like, what the heck is that?
I saw that.
I've been looking it up online and like researching what that ingredient is. And then I decided to post about it. And one of my friends, when she saw one of the ingredients, I don't even know how to pronounce it. It was the one that starts with an A, but it was for like women hormones, that it helped women that were going through a lot of different hormonal changes and things like that and stuff. Her doctor actually put her on that. Like her doctor wanted to put her on all these different medicines. And so she found the natural things to take. And that was one of the pills that she's taking. And so that she commented, she goes, oh boy, this means I'm really going to have to start trying this. I've been talking to her about it since I became a coach.
So cute.
And then she ended up buying the Country Heat Challenge Pack. We didn't sign her as a coach right away. She's going to try the shakes, see how she feels. And then she'll buy another challenge pack and sign up the following month. But I have been talking to her for 3.5 years now about it.
Okay.
And until I started, I'm like, let me just dive in and pick one ingredient, research it, and talk about that specific ingredient. And just, at least if I'm adding value, because I'm trying to post things that's adding a little bit more value instead of this. Here I am again with my shake, or I mean this. You know, I wanted to try to do something different because they've been seeing a picture of me and my shake forever. So if I take a picture of me and my shake and then, or like a surprise face, like another ingredient that I decided to research. So then the second ingredient, I tagged her in like an hour after I posted. I said, Tiffany, I did some more research. Check out this ingredient. She's like, oh my God, that's another medication that I was taking. I go, look at that. We've thrown away 2 different medications for you now.
Right.
You know what I mean? Just so you can drink your shake and you don't have to take it. So that might be something that you guys might be interested in doing, is kind of researching your shake a little bit more so it could show the value. Because now if you have somebody that had to buy a pill that was $10 for a bottle and it's not even a month's worth, or they could pay $4 for this and get that medication plus other stuff,
right,
then you're showing them the value of the money that they're spending in the product.
Gotcha.
Because you don't know. They might, one of the ingredients in there, they might be taking that natural herb or in the pill form. Your baby is so cute. I can't stop staring at her. Playing with the toy, spitting out the pacifier.
She was chewing on my shoe.
So cute. So that's something that helped me gain an additional customer. And I was hoping that she would have waited and ordered the next day. Like she ordered right when I sent it to her, and I was like, man, she's quick. I expected her to wait and she would have ordered it on the first. But so that is something that you guys might want to look into doing that might, you know, like help out. I know next week's call will be a great call on, you know, implementing a few things and stuff like that. Amy is going to be our speaker. So she's going to talk to you guys about things like that as she's shaking her head. I don't want to talk. I don't want to talk. So that'll be a really great call for you guys to get on, you know, about schedules and sticking to it and things like that. But is there anybody that maybe started implementing things that we talked about from like our last call? I know Krista had her dream board, so she showed us all her dream board on the last call. Is there anybody else that made a dream board, or anybody else that wants to share like their goal for this upcoming month? Of even, it could be a personal goal. I want to stick to my nutrition plan that came with my program for the full 21 days or the full 30 days, or any goals that you want to share with us that we as a team can help make sure we help hold you accountable. The baby's goal is like, I just want the shoe and I want to be moved. Because I know Denise's, I know Natalie's, I know Amy's. I have all those goals already. Nobody else has their goals that they want to share?
No, not really.
Well, I could share mine. I mean, I shared mine in the page, but I want Success Club 10. I want to get Alex's Business Center to Diamond. Let's see. I was looking. I thought I saw Adriana on here for a second. Her thing must have cut out. I saw her on there. I introduce her also. I set some personal goals, and with mine, I kind of do both. I want to make sure I keep the disconnect time for the family that I've been doing. That's one of the big goals that I did. It's one of my top goals because for me, the Beachbody business doesn't feel like work, so I literally can do it all day long and not realize that I'm doing it all day long. And I could just be like this all day, helping people, talking to people, building their relationships and stuff like that. But I can't forget about my relationship with my family. So I made sure that I set that I have that disconnect time each day, whether it be during the day, like on a Saturday today, if it's nice out, let's hope we have nice weather, we can just hang in the pool or whatever. So I set that as well. So I try to do those goals. I'm going to do round 2 of Country Heat. So I'm excited because I'm going to do the deluxe calendar. So I get to try out those other ones. But that's kind of the things that I set. I want to finish that networking book, which I'm hoping to finish today or tomorrow. And then I started reading that Big Leap book that Jennifer Greenberg sent me. So far, it's pretty good. It's really talking a lot about how us as people, we only allow our body to take so much good before we start to kind of like think of the negative. And it's just something naturally that happens, like waiting for the other shoe to drop. Have you guys ever caught yourself saying that? Like, I'm just waiting. Everything's been going so great. I'm just waiting for the other shoe to drop. You know what I mean? So, I mean, I've only started it, so I'm only in chapter 1, but that's kind of what the book is about. So far it's a pretty cool book. So we'll see how that is. I did want to share with you guys, I will be speaking Monday on the team call, the Fit Family team call, but I did want to share with you guys, you know, kind of what I'm going to be talking about and a little more in depth for us. So maybe you guys can try implementing it, because I know a lot of times what's difficult is you run the free groups and it's trying to get somebody going from a free group to a challenge pack group. So I was kind of like the guinea pig for Mike Greenberg. It was me and a couple other coaches, and he wanted us to run like a very short group, kind of like a 3-day group, and then roll that into a 7-day group, and then roll that into like a 21-day group. So I did that. My 3 group was a eat cleaner group. So it wasn't like an eat clean, it was just eat cleaner. And in that group, I went live during like each of my meals basically, and kind of told them what I was making and how I was making it cleaner. And then, and that group went really good. And basically what I did in the group, I was just like, okay, so our next group that we're going to do together is we're going to do, you know, a 7-day water challenge where we're going to up our water intake, blah, blah, blah. So I kind of just told them what group they were going into next. That one was free too, so it was easy. But then as I was talking in these groups, like especially when I was doing the meals, I was showing them the containers, you know, so it was kind of like breadcrumbing the program that I was using. And I would show them the book. I got my meal out of this book, that kind of stuff. So then I rolled them into a 21-day group, which I allowed them to be in any program. So really I rolled them into the Health Bet group, was the group that I rolled them into. So it's longer than the 21 days because they have to do the full 4 weeks. So it was a little bit easier to transition them doing it that way. Like you start them off small, then you add a few more days to it, and then you add a few more days to it. So I decided to do it again this month. And I just decided to do a crock pot group. Yeah. I really didn't expect to get as much feedback, good feedback on it. But I have like 45 people in there. It's not starting until the 12th. I just posted the picture about it, and I didn't expect to get that many people right away. So that's why I posted early. I didn't really know that many people would be interested. So a crock pot group would be a great group. If none of you guys are running a free group yet, I'm just doing a 5-day, Monday through Friday, to help them during the week for, you know, school's just started. Everyone's super busy. So I just want to help them through that. So, and I figured I can benefit from it too. You know, I'll just make the crock pot meals. Whatever meal I decide to do for that day will be the meal that my family will eat for that day. And I could add value by showing them how, okay, well, if you prepare the whole thing, like, because sometimes with your crock pot meal, like I do a taco soup, you have to have the meat already ground up. So if you throw that the night before and stick it in the crock pot, put the crock pot in the fridge, all you have to do in the morning is take it out, put it on the counter, and before you leave, stick it in the crock pot and turn it on. So I could teach them steps to do to help them, you know, at nighttime when they're making their dinner, if they have to cook something up or just pour it all into the crock pot, it's better than doing it in the morning, because who has time to do it in the morning? You know, I mean, yeah, it's easier because then your dinner's cooked, but if you act like you're cooking your dinner at night, but you're really cooking it for the next day and you're sticking it in the crock pot, you know, it's easier. So that might be something that you might want to do, but everybody has got to, God, that's so like, I have like ADD. I have like my screensavers going on my other calendar, and it's all family pictures. I keep staring at it. You have to be running a free group every month. And it doesn't have to be for the whole month. It could be a 5-day group. It can be a 5-day water challenge. It could be, I'm running another free group, Daily Dose with God, which is something, I've never run a group like that. But I just wanted to start doing more, you know, I read a little passage, a Bible app each morning, just to kind of, you know, life gets kind of negative and crazy, and you know, it helps. So I use that as part of my like miracle morning that I do. That has really helped me. So those are a couple like new things that I've tried that have, I mean, I've always been doing the free groups, but for some reason this crock pot group has been like I've been posting about my free groups and I felt like I wasn't getting a lot of people. So I was like, I'm just going to try a crockpot one. Anything geared towards making life easy for people. And there was a lot of them tagged their friends, because in my post I put, feel free to share, feel free to tag your friends, that kind of thing. And a lot of them were tagging their friends. So I was able to add some new people into my network as well from that. So make sure when you're posting, you're doing some sort of a call to action, to where it's, comment below if you're interested, or if you want more information, comment below with, you can pick words or pick like the emoji with the hand up or whatever you want, something, however your personality is. But I have definitely found that the crockpot ones, a free ab group, a free water challenge, and like an eat cleaner. Because an eat clean, some people shy away from, because they're like, well, then that means I can't have a cookie for those 3 days. You know what I mean? So it's really just to show them that they can enjoy life and eat a little cleaner and make a couple better decisions. You know what I mean? So those are just some things that I implemented. Show of hands, who daily, and some of the new people might not, and that's okay if you haven't started doing this yet, but who is requesting to add new friends daily to their network? And I don't see Amber on there, but I just see her fan. I know I know that's something Amy does every single day. Amber, I don't know if you heard the question. No. Are you requesting daily to add new people? Okay.
Oh yeah.
We're doing that. I know that's something that we talk about. That is something that is extremely important. I don't know if you guys saw the video that I put together after my call with Michelle on Thursday. I put it in the team page. But you have to think, when you start the business, you have a warm market, family, friends, people that you already talk to on a regular basis. Okay, so how long can you talk to those same people? So while you're talking to that warm market, you have to be adding new people every day, because not everyone you add is going to be interested in what you're doing. Yes, everyone's interested in health and fitness, but you're going to have some objections. You're going to have the money objections. So every day you have to be adding something. Here's your warm market, and then down here are the new people that you're adding. Then you're going to form them. You're going to find out about them. You're going to learn about them. You're going to learn about their family, what they do for a living, what they like to do for fun, what motivates them. And as you're getting to know them, they're getting closer to your warm market. So now, as you've spoken to everyone in your warm market and you don't want to harass them because you keep talking to the same people, now you have new people to start inviting. Because your warm market, you already know them. They're your family, they're your close friends. You don't have to form them. You don't have to get to know them. You already know them. So because you already know them, it's easier to just invite them right away. Like, hey, this is something new that I'm doing. I would love for you to be a part of it. Something like that. So as you're dealing with your warm market, you have to add those new people, which is considered your cold market. As you're talking to them, they get closer to the warm market while you're adding new cold market people. If you see the effect, you never run out of people to talk to. You never have a lull in your business. If you're not adding to your market, you will find that lull in your business. You're like, oh my God, I don't have people to talk to. Or who am I going to invite this month? Good morning, Al. So you need to make sure you are continuously adding. Now, just because you request 3 people doesn't mean you added 3 people to your network. That just means you requested 3 people to join. When they accept you is when you've added those people to your network. So that's why on our last Power Hour, I taught you guys that you set your timer for 3 minutes and you add as many people as you can in that 3 minutes. That is what I do every single day. Sometimes I request 20 people. Sometimes I request 15. It depends on how I'm going in and requesting. Excuse me. If I'm going in and requesting through friends of friends and I'm looking through their profile to see if they're somebody that I would connect with, it takes a little bit longer. So, but you need to make sure that you are requesting at least 10 people every day. If you really want to grow your business, And you don't want to find that month where you're hitting success club, you're hitting success club, you're hitting success club, and then the brakes go on because you don't have anybody to invite, and you don't want to cold invite because then you look like salesy. You don't want to just meet somebody and say, hey, I don't know if this is for you, but do you want to join my challenge group? They're like, well, first of all, who are you? Why are you messaging me? I've never spoken to you before. In the first connect we do, you're inviting me to something. Yep, delete. And they're not going to want to stay friends with you. You need to get to know these people first. So you need to constantly be adding. So I would say that you should request at least 10 people, because then you're going to have maybe 4 of those would accept for that day. And a good number is 4 to 5 that actually get added to your network on a daily basis. That is a very good number, but you don't want to just request 4 because maybe only 1 of them are going to accept. Does that make sense to you guys? Okay, good. I see heads shaking. So you just want to make sure that you're adding, that is right up on the top there with your personal development and being proof of the product, where you're doing your workouts and you're following and doing your own journey and sharing your journey. You have to add new people. If you're at a party, I mean, look at your Facebook, because I know some of you, I was the same way. I felt weird just adding people, just if they were friends of friends. Think of your Facebook that you're at a party. What do you do when you go to a party? Do you just stand in the corner? Or if people come up to you and start talking to you, do you say hi to them and ask them their name? Where are you from? What do you do for a living? Do you have kids? You know, you ask them questions and you get to know them, right? Well, Facebook is the same thing. It's just a virtual party. You know, I mean, look at it. People are taking pictures when they do shots. They're taking pictures while they're dancing. They share everything about their lives. So don't be afraid to ask them privately about themselves when they're sharing everything about themselves for the whole world to see. They're obviously not afraid to talk about themselves. And they're not afraid to tell people, if they're posting a picture that they're dancing on a bar, don't be afraid to say, hey, how are you? It's so nice to meet you. I, look forward to getting to know you, blah, 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 whatever. Don't be afraid to ask them questions, because obviously they're very comfortable if they'll post things like that. So you need to look at Facebook like you're at a party and you're just walking around introducing yourself, saying hi. Hey, I'm Tanya, it's nice to meet you. And then they're like, oh, nice to meet you too. And then you start a conversation. Obviously, Facebook tells you where they're from. So if you see where they live, like a couple people that live in California, that's a place I always wanted to visit. I just never went. So I would always say, how long have you lived in California? That's one place that I've always wanted to visit. I've had a couple opportunities to go and I just never went. How long have you lived there? It just starts conversation. They don't have a wall up because you're just being you and you're just asking questions. So don't be afraid to get to know people. Don't be afraid to ask them questions. And don't be afraid to add them. You need to realize that what you have to show them and what you have to tell them is a gift. Like, you're not trying to sell them makeup. You're not trying to sell them jewelry. You're trying to share with them what has helped you get healthy and what has helped you get fit. Or if you're just starting your journey, you're trying to share with them what has helped your upline, because your upline lost a ton of weight and your upline is healthy, or your upline's upline. There's so many success stories in this business that you can share just within our team. So you can tell them real people, real results. It's not what's on the infomercial. Like, I watched my upline lose such and such a weight. Like, here's her before and after pictures. Like, feel free to share from our team. And if anybody has before and after pictures from a program or anything like that they want to share, please share on our team page if you're comfortable with people using your story. I think that would be a great thing for us to do as a team. So then that way we have success stories that we can share that are, people on our own team that, real people, real results, instead of us always just sharing things that we find in the back office from Beachbody. So, I mean, if nobody else has any struggles that they need to discuss or anything like that, I can let you guys go and let you guys do a little bit of your power hour this morning. For the new ones, I would like to challenge you today, because you guys haven't really learned what power hour is. So I have a challenge. I actually can challenge everybody. And this would be my call to action. when we are done with this call, I would like each of you to set your timer for 3 minutes. And I would like you to request as many people as you can in that 3 minutes. And then I would like to see a post of, I requested this number of people to join my network today. And put that in our GetfitCrew page. So I should see 9 to 10 posts at some point this morning. I know Amber and Krista, we have our call after this, so your post will be after that. But everybody else, I want to see those posts in there of how many people you requested in that 3 minutes, because I would like to get an idea of what kind of numbers we're requesting. You know, it gives me an idea if the 3 minutes is good or if I should up it or anything like that. So if anybody else have anything they need to talk about or anything that they need to share, when we're done with the call, like if you have to make breakfast or whatever, do that. But then once you can sit down and get a little bit of time, I would like you guys to set those timers and request as many people as you can, so we can get an idea of how many people you would be requesting in a day to make sure that that is enough people for you to be able to build your business to where you want it to be. So if each person could put their numbers of, I requested this many people in 3 minutes today, that'll give me an idea if I need to tell you to up yours to maybe 4 minutes or something to make sure you're requesting enough people to grow your business. Because that's what I'm here for. I'm here to see what you're doing on a daily basis and to tell you what you should add or what you need to focus more on so you can get those Success Club point results that you're looking for to help those 3 people every month that we're looking to do. Because that's the thing we need to focus on. If you guys really want to grow this business and you want to make something, we need to focus on the people and how many people every day. And because I can't sit right next to you when you're doing your power hour to know what you're doing, things like this, talking on the calls, or, you know, giving you guys a little thing to do it's only 3 minutes out of your day. It won't take long. It's little things like that I can help you with your business and help you guys grow the way that you want to. And also make sure you do a little bit of personal development, whether you find an audiobook that you would like to read, whether you find a book, if you're one that could sit down and actually read a book, you know, or even a podcast. If you guys have the podcast app, Beachbody has all our national wake-up calls for like a really long time. If you find the Team Beachbody podcast, you can listen to old wake-up calls as your trainings, which I highly, highly suggest, especially for newer coaches. It'll be a lot of good training for you guys, but I still listen to them. I still listen to old ones that, you know, from our way back that I'm like, you know, I can't really remember that call that much or anything like that. So I would highly suggest doing at least those 2 things today to really help you. So does anybody have anything else that they might have questions on or anything like that? All right, well then I will end the call. I wanted to thank you guys for taking this time on your Saturday morning. I know it's tough, but I love that I get to see all these faces on the call in the morning, and we get to start our day with each other with our shakes. So again, I want to thank you for getting on, and have a great rest of your day. And I can't wait to see how many people you guys were able to request for the day.
All right.
Have a good one. And Krista and Amber, stay on so we can do our call. Have a good rest of your Saturday, guys.
Bye.
Bye, guys.